Hello, welcome back to the show. Uh, this is your host, Adon Tron, with the film combatant, and that is Angel and Kim. Thank you
Going
very
on,
much.
guys?
And Zoe, I did notice you are number one today. You first in the chat. Kudos to you. One day I'll have achievement awards that we can do. Right now I don't have that, but goals. Gotta have goals. Uh, so last week we missed episode 6. Things came up, had to postpone the video. Everybody watched it. I caught up with it. So
Hmm.
what we'll do is we'll do a little precursor discussion of episode 6. Is that fair?
Oh, fair with me, yes.
And then that gives people time to jump in for episode 7. Um, so Zoe, if you need a moment to like pirate someone's Disney Plus account, you know, or share, that's perfectly fine. And there we go. I just want to mute my phone, make sure no pings are coming in. Uh, okay, so episode 6, I watched it. Um, it was no, I was saying episode 6. I did catch up to it. It's a fun episode. You asked me, do I recognize the person at the end in the hologram communication? What do they call those? Like holograph phone
Yeah,
calls?
holograms.
Just holograms? Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
holograms are.
I feel like
Uh,
there's a technical name for it.
I think so too, but I think hologram is ideal, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Well,
honestly,
who do you think? Who do you think? And I'll share with you who I think it is.
honestly, I don't know. Like, no, I'm not being like silly in that regards. I really don't know. Like, I did the corner of a row does not tell me anything. Unless it's like what's his face, who was like the adoptive father for Princess Leia.
Hello,
Is that what we were thinking?
that's who it is.
I
That makes
literally
total.
just thought of that right now.
That made
Wow.
total. It makes
That was
total sense.
that was a good little whatchamacallit.
That was just like shot from the hip right now. That it really did not.
It makes sense because he wears a robe or as a cape. It's not really a robe, but like a cape, like a throw over that goes over the shoulder, and he's fighting against the Empire. He was starting to. He knew it was coming, so he was against that. Rafa and Trace from the Clone Wars that we were introduced to them through that when they're
Mm-hmm.
dealing with Ahsoka. They're dealing. They're on a hunt to get that droid head.
True.
And so, it's we know it's a guy because
So
he
you're
said
talking about Lando?
no. I'm talking about Bell Organa.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Lando's not has nothing. He doesn't care about that. He cares about gambling and all this stuff, especially at that time, because
But
that's the
yeah,
same time of the Empire around that time, the beginning of the
but
Empire.
didn't Lando also care about like making a profit through other means as well?
He did, but don't forget this: the Empire just started. No one knew about the Empire. Right? I mean, remember, this is just like weeks into the Empire,
Mm-hmm.
if not maybe a month or two. And at the end of Revenge of the Sith, as the Bell Organa is retreating for when the Order 66 was we see all that happening. The Yoda and Obi-Wan dispersing, all that stuff. He is part of the Rebel Alliance. He's the one of the genesis of the Rebel Alliance. So it
I
makes
see.
sense that he's gonna. Yeah, Lando's too young in that time like that because no. Granted, it'll be for a profit, but
Oh,
this all
Lando.
happening. Yeah, that's all.
Um. Oh, and just to ask, Zoe, do we sound better now? I tweaked the settings as we were talking. So, um,
Right. Do we sound too loud?
no. You were sounding a little bit low, but that was probably because of the settings I had on my end. Because to me, you sound good. So
Mm.
I tweaked it, raised you up. So you're still sounding good. So I just made it so you're raised. Uh, she'll clarify, I'm sure. I mean,
Cool.
overall, I didn't really see much more in the plot of the storyline that they would put into it. It's a side mission, just a
Hmm.
mission for them to like, you know, gain experience and introduce an extra character.
Right.
Okay, and let's see here. All right, Angel, try raising your mic. I know you don't want it in camera, but try bringing it up a little bit more so it's closer to you and Kim. Yeah,
Like that.
a little bit higher.
A little bit higher. Jeez.
Okay, now,
How about that? Is that good?
oh, we're about to find out. Kim, we must make sure we
Yeah.
can hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
No, that's a good. Let's see if that's good for our audience here. We want to make sure that audience are not deprived of the Kim and Angel experience. We want the full experience.
The full.
I
Exactly.
mean, if I need to, I can probably raise up the volume on my end a little bit.
That's true too. You could. What up,
One,
Philly?
1 2 1 2 1 2. Does that sound better? It should sound better. Go ahead, babe.
Hello.
No, you're not. Too low. Speak like you were mad at me.
Oy. Oy vey.
Showing Jewish.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, we'll get feedback from them shortly. See if that raise. Zoe says she can hear you better now, so that's
All
good.
right,
Loud and
good,
clear.
good.
It's the small little things that that you got to tweak.
Yeah. The only thing about this, I can't see the screen that well because the arm is right in the blocking of it. It's all good. It's all good. We're still a learning process, learning how to
Mhm. One day
do
you'll
it.
have everything set up where it's nice and smooth. You'll be watching the big screen. You won't even look down at that little bit, and you'll be like, I don't even need to look at the camera.
I know. One day.
Yeah, one day soon. It's all about setup.
So you and I guess, I mean, I don't know if you agree or not, but I do think is that Rafa and Trace were on a mission hired by Val Organa. And again, these are not these, and they're like,
This is hypothetical right now, but yeah.
yeah, they're scavengers for hire, if you will. Because the last time we saw them, they turned not to the side of good, but they were more caring and thoughtful
Yeah.
as a unit. You know, one of them was more ruthless and just all about the money. And then at the end of they're dealing with Asoku.
That's the name of a Japanese restaurant,
No,
isn't it?
That's a Japanese name.
Ahsoka?
Osaka.
No,
Ahsoka.
Osaka. No, the way
The
what
way
I
he
said,
said it.
the way I said it
Osaka.
earlier, I said it
Osaka.
incorrectly.
Oh.
But anyway, maybe I can squeeze in and I can see more of the screen. There we
Yeah.
go.
Don't be afraid of cuddling up next to your lady on camera.
Well, look at her, look how far away she is. Look at that. Look how far away she is.
Right.
She's annoyed with me. Even though it was my birthday yesterday, she's annoyed with me.
Yeah, that
Mm.
was yesterday.
This is true. She's like, I spent that energy yesterday. That was yesterday.
Anyways,
Mhm.
so we see them again on this episode, which was a great, I guess, a great surprise or a cameo, wherever you want to call it, reunion
Mhm.
for the fans of Clone Wars, especially if you're a fan of the 7th season. And it makes sense that they were in it, and that's of where they're trying to get something. There's not a bounty, but there's a reward to get this. And whoever gets this droid, because it collects intel,
Who will
all
get
that
the
stuff, the
prize?
information. Well, it'll work in their favor.
Yeah.
The Empire wants to shut down and nothing hid, but to the rebels, it would be great.
Yes. So, okay. Well, I mean, overall, yeah, that sums up the entire plot of the episode. And it was like a little bit of action. There is one underlying tone that was part of the plot that was alluded to, which was with Wrecker. that was the part that interested me the most, actually. No,
Right.
Wrecker, poor Wrecker, got another concussion. He's like that one sports athlete that just keeps getting hit in the head. And you start hearing him mumble, "Good soldiers follow orders." And
Just
Yeah, what's up with that?
because it's just
we,
because the
we know
chip
we know what's
wasn't
up with that.
working, it doesn't mean it's not in their heads. So like the chip may be starting to work because of all the impacts to his mind. So
Yeah. So he's just following suit like Crosshairs was.
essentially,
Just
yes.
hmm
Do you think Crosshairs is like getting in his
No,
mind?
it's not. It's
Controlling?
not
Well,
Crosshairs. It's just an
Crosshair is
order.
being reinforced because they keep doing treatments on him. But
Crosshairs
Wrecker,
has Crosshairs has nothing to do with it because when Crosshairs was going through it, no one gave that. It's just an order that's in their DNA or in the chip where it says "Good soldiers follow orders." So that's what Crosshairs was saying over and over again on his own to the crew, and this is what Wrecker was doing to himself. So Crosshairs has nothing to do in that relationship with what Wrecker was going through.
okay. So, but in essence, that was all of episode 6. What was your rating on episode 6? Let's start with Kim.
3.
She gave it a solid 3. She was very confident about that answer.
Mm-hmm.
You?
4. 4 because of the action. Because it was pretty much nonstop action from beginning to end. There's like 3 minutes of explaining about the case, and there's like at the end 3 minutes of what happened after that mission case, and then with a little cliffhanger at the end. But within the rest of it, the 21 minutes of it, there's nothing but action. So that was good in comparison to the past episodes. Yes, it did not really move the story that much, but I enjoyed it nonetheless.
That's fair.
So I'll say 4.
For me, I will have to go with Kim. I agree. It's a 3, and this is on out of 5. So we're talking about for anybody who's guessing. So it's a solid episode. If they skip past it, I really wasn't gonna be like, "Oh, this is a pivotal episode. This is what we need." I was gonna be okay with it. Now, couple things before we start the video, just to move this along. One is Wilmore's hashtag. He has a hashtag going on. Abandon Omega. So that's his hashtag going.
Oh,
You know what? I will laugh if that picks up on Twitter. And then Zoe seconds it. She says yes, or throw her somewhere. And then also, everybody's wishing you happy birthday, Angel.
Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Oops. Ow.
And and as a gift, Wilmore says you get to theorize all you want.
That's my gift. Okay.
Yes. And Zoe agrees, and tonight is your night, Angel, and she sends you a birthday cake emoji.
Oh, thank you.
Not the actual birthday cake.
No, not the actual birthday cake. I mean, you could still get a birthday cake in the mail. Who knows?
Yeah, probably won't be good. Probably won't be good. But thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. And just in case you're wondering, I'm 49.
Yeah.
If you're wondering.
Pushing to half that century.
So should we go ahead and move on? Or...
Yeah, let's not talk about age.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
No, it's all good.
I'm ready. If everyone else is ready,
all right. So
start, or do you want to do a little more time? I think it's
let's see. Well, just to let everybody know, we are about ready to get started. If you're watching this on the replay, welcome for joining us. Again, this is your host Adontron with the film combatant Angel and Kim. We're going to do episode 7. And right now, just for those who don't know, this is only 27 minutes and 11 seconds long.
Yes.
So if you need like a pace track, this will let you know where it's at. But on that note, in the countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Click that button if you haven't done so already.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. On the countdown, if you want to match up.
Where you at right now?
17, 18, 19, 20.
All right, I'm like a second ahead of you. I'm okay with this.
Of course.
Mike, I will ask my friend to see if possible if they can make an apron. Are you looking for anything in particular? And since I'm asking,
Right into action. Right into the action.
wait, did they just get that, or was that something they had already?
What's going on? It just started into the battles.
No, but there's a creature in the cage. That's what I was asking. Like,
Oh,
poor Wrecker.
another head drama. I'm liking said.
Well, they chose a very good voice actress for her.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Wait, you can hear the show?
Huh? Can we hear the show? Alan, what are you talking about?
Wait,
Who's that?
I still hear you. How do I still hear you?
Me? What are you talking about?
Oh, Angel, is your playing on the laptop or loud?
I hear on the headphones. Oh, maybe the volume's too loud.
No, because I like yeah.
How about now? Do you hear us? Do you hear it now?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
oh.
do hear it. Yeah, I'm hearing it. It's coming from your end, like very low, but we hear it.
Yeah, I hear it.
They're like, you're gonna bust out your eardrums. Do you need us to pause this, bro?
No, but
Your earphones.
Is it his earphones?
nothing's going on to my guys. Can we put on pause real quick? Because I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so on 3, 2, 1,
1
pause.
now.
All right, I paused at 4:13.
Me too.
Okay, cool. Ooh, we were on time. Hey. All right.
So I don't.
It's your headphones.
My headphones.
Yeah, I hear everything. I hear everything loud, clearly through your headphones.
Yeah, I literally unplugged my laptop and I made sure all the audio was coming through there, and I
Yeah,
could
like,
hear it through your
okay.
side.
That's okay. I believe you.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna have a corn nut.
All right, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't know that was happening.
That's okay. Is we just gotta be wary of our Disney overlords.
No, of course. Should we pull it back a little bit or no?
What?
Should we pull back the play or no?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay,
Because
here we
where
go.
we stopped, it was they had just said the line, "Hey, what's going on in here?" And they're walking
Oh, no, you're
into a room.
freaking.
Hmm.
No, you're just in my ear, like loud.
I'm sorry.
Okay, that's all right. Okay, here we go. So sorry, guys, about that. I didn't know it was happening, but here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, now.
All right. Sid's
That
asking
better?
this person who they are. No, there we
Oh,
go.
Rex.
Yeah, no, that's making a difference because I'm not seeing it spike on your side for the audio. Before I could see it.
Hmm. Oh, so this may help save Rex. I mean, Wrecker,
True.
because Rex got the thing taken out.
Yeah, and he's got a
So
little scar.
right, so he'll be able to help out Wrecker, but he doesn't turn or them.
And the video is called Battle Scar for today's episode. Wait, what did Mike yell, Zoe? I see he wanted Marvel or DC would be good. But what did he? Oh. The text. I see. I get it.
Hmm. Mhm. So yeah, told you it's gonna help him. Hmm.
Mike's Mike's really pitching for doing
Yes.
the apron.
Oh, she doesn't know how.
No, I think he might
Doesn't
know.
have
It's
the
just
answer.
that he might have to get to a contact.
Well, the only person that knows is Ahsoka.
Mm-hmm.
Turn angle a little bit. Hmm. Well, she's not a military.
Well, you gotta remember she's not like an official experiment
Not
or
as
clone.
right, but she's also not military.
Yeah. They're, and we've seen Braca before, right? Wasn't this in
We've seen who?
this planet Braca?
I think so.
Yeah, wasn't this in season 7 where they were doing the fight with Darth Maul with Obi-Wan,
Possibly.
and they introduce the pirate guy who was also in Rebels, who's like a con artist.
Right.
I just can't remember his name.
I don't know. That sounds more. It looks maybe, but it looks also familiar or similar to the video game Unleashed. Goes a junk. He was there's a part in the game where he's on a junk planet. Hmm. Hey, it's the same thing from Return of the Jedi.
Oh, okay.
Where they take Luke and Han to get dropped into the pit. Fives.
Mm-hmm. Yo, what's up, King Smiley? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the watch party.
Rex. Just like a Rex. Hmm.
Oh, you think
Ooh,
is it the same thing from the trash compactor?
I'm wondering. That's what I thought about.
Yeah.
If we see one eye come out, then we'll know. So that must mean if that is the creature like that, then it's like bacteria that creates it. That, you know what I'm saying?
Could be bacteria, or it could be like
Yeah.
a like an alien version of a raccoon that eats garbage.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, but first there has to be garbage for it to show up or to be created. So maybe.
Maybe.
He's right. He's afraid of heights. Forgot about that. That is a big dude.
Yeah.
I knew that was gonna. Whoa, he's. Oh,
Well, we're definitely gonna see what's in the water now. Ooh.
Oh.
oh.
Oh. Is that like some kind of sarlacc?
Possibly, or it could be like that because that's it grabbed Luke. Remember,
Yeah,
he
but
had tentacles.
Mhm.
It had
it had
tentacles.
more than one
Yeah.
tentacle.
Mhm.
Well, we saw one, but
Yeah, there's
don't
a.
forget.
Oh.
Oh, it is like that.
It's like a baby sarlacc. That is definitely a baby sarlacc.
Interesting. So they can be in sand and in water. Okay.
Hey, what's up, Stormy? Welcome to the chat. Happy to see you here.
Hey, Stormy, what's up?
Mm.
Man, I do hope they get it out.
I mean, you still got
Hmm,
Rex, kid.
hmm. Yeah,
It's not
but
like they're all gonna
she doesn't know him.
die at once.
Oh, Stormy running on a sugar high?
Uh-oh, uh-oh.
They need to give him a sedative.
Or put him or strap him in.
Ooh.
Oh,
He just clean lifted him off the ground.
well, he's strong. Wow.
Yeah, they should have stunned him earlier.
Yeah, they got to stun him a couple times so he's knocked out.
Yeah. Okay, so already I'm more intrigued in this episode than I have in the last couple episodes.
Of course. It's been built up to it. Really? They didn't shoot it earlier?
This has been the most efficient Wrecker has ever fought, though.
Well, he's focused.
Yeah. That's not bad. Oh, well, I was going to say it wasn't a bad chokehold, but oh, you're doing edit, you're doing work, Storm. That's understandable.
The music's kind of like Terminator-esque.
You know what? I was thinking aliens.
That too. That too.
like Newt when she's running away from the
Mm-hmm.
aliens, or like more precisely the scene from Sigourney Weaver when they first meet.
They're similar.
Mm-hmm.
The drums. This is playing like a horror film, like Aliens. Finally. Jeez.
Mm-hmm. Zoe almost got her wish. So close,
This
Zoe. It was so close. So it's like they failed at her.
it's all good.
Oh, I blend into the background, Zoe. I chose this background because the other background we were gonna do was like all black, and I really would have blended in then. It would have been like just a floating head.
Or you could have put up your green screen.
I could have,
Yes.
but it's been a busy day.
Or were you busy digging?
No, I didn't get to because it's super, super hot. I would have died out there.
Ah, let's go.
Oh. Oh, she means when I lean back, that's why it looks.
Well, that's good. I'm glad Wrecker's not done. Good.
Wrecker's my personal favorite. I would have been upset if they killed off Wrecker.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been pretty heavy, though, to have that.
Well, it's not done yet. The episode's not, I mean, the season's not done. So,
Oh, so he still remembers what he was doing. Okay.
oh, yeah, Rex does too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But unlike Crosshairs, Crosshairs accepted it.
Harris was forced to.
Not necessarily so.
They intensified the signal for his chip and
Right,
was
but not
working, but not
right,
to
but
the same
not
effect.
right. But before the enhancement, he was still complying willingly. Hmm.
So basically, Rex is joining the rebels.
Rex says what?
Joining the rebels or trying to start the rebels.
He's part of the catalyst. He's the start.
Mm. Wait, does he? Is there like a code? Did he give him the pager that they gave Captain Marvel? I missed something.
Oh. It's being spied on.
How much you want to bet? It's ooh, wait, no, it's more than one. Okay, maybe it's just scrappers are. Wow. Okay.
Another cliffhanger. Oh, good.
All right. I don't see anything for special features or anything like that. All right.
Oh,
Oh, I mean, we got what 24 minutes into it, and before credits, it's not bad. I would say this was a more intriguing episode than what we've had a couple times, at least for me.
Mm-hmm.
It validated some of my theories even more so.
And what's that?
That Wrecker was going to turn because of the chip, that they were going
Yeah.
to need to figure out a way to remove it, if not deactivate it. And I am going to suspect now that they know how to remove it, they're probably going to try to see if they can get back Crosshairs at one point.
Probably. Right.
You know,
But that's going to be a fight. There's going to be a major fight with that to happen.
Exactly.
But we kind of knew that Wrecker was turning.
Yeah,
I mean,
I called it first. I'm taking credit. I called it first. It is Matt.
You can. I think I called it, but anyway, but it's all good. And we saw that in the last in the last episode, we really saw it happening with him repeating that line, "Good soldiers follow orders." But and we knew that they were going to find a way, and it just happened sooner than later that we meet up with Rex, who himself was following orders and then was saved by Ahsoka. And luckily, they had tech there to help figure out how to do it, because he said he didn't know how to do it. He just knows there's a possibility or there's a way to do it, but
yeah,
he
but
didn't have the skills.
He knew where to take them to utilize
Right.
what equipment.
Right. Exactly.
Which is cool because we go to a planet. It's like a junkyard planet. We get introduced to like other Jedi ships. So you see where they went, because they weren't repurposing them. They were just scrapping them because the Empire wants nothing to do with anything that reminds people of the Jedi. On top of that, we saw a little hovercraft with scrappers, which you reminded me of Return of the Jedi.
Right, on Tatooine.
We see they never clarify what it is. I think it's a baby Sarlacc.
Or it could be something similar.
Mm-hmm. Or it could be something similar to what we saw in New Hope when they were in the trash compactor.
Right, but we would have seen the single eye, but we didn't see no single eyes. So it's more relative to the Sarlacc. But what we've known about the Sarlacc, they were just like on the desert or dry planet, where this was underwater. So it's like that, like the water equation of the Sarlacc on dry. It could be the same. I'm not sure. I've maybe it's in the books and the comics, because it was the first time I've seen it.
If anybody in the chat knows of a creature that's similar to a Sarlacc but lives in water, especially like sewage water, from Star Wars legend or canon, please let us know. We're curious.
I mean, it is similar to the creature that from the New Hope. But again, we didn't see that single eye. But it could be the same type of creature, just that they didn't have the technology back then as we do now to have it more elaborate.
Or they were just editing mistaken. They didn't have the eye come up first.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's Dave Filoni. I don't think there's really no mistakes with this guy. He makes sure he crosses the T's and dots the I's. This one.
Some people in the chat beg to differ.
Well, give it one character here and there.
Fair enough. I will say this. For me, it definitely picked up, obviously, when Wrecker lost control. And that's when it turned from being like, okay, we're going to do this, to, like you said, this is turning into like more of a horror film in the in the sense of a tension. Like it's becoming a tense moment. He's attacking his comrades and he's hunting down Omega. And you know, and as much as people hoped, their dreams were sadly crushed because they tranked out Wrecker before they could accomplish what they were wanting. But other than that,
What
I'm
about
gonna
you, Ken?
ask him like, what did you? How did you feel about this episode? Anything you like? Anything you didn't like?
No, actually, think this episode was a lot was a stronger one. Obviously, like what Angel was saying, that they've been building up to this because that um we knew something was going on with Wrecker and and with the chip and everything, and that it was going to come to a head one way or another. Excuse the pun. So yeah, I mean, it obviously, it was a good episode. It ended again with the cliffhanger, so it's like, now it's getting more to the point of like you want to watch the next episode. Before it's kind of like, oh, okay, that was the episode, what's next? But now it's more like, it's giving you that feeling of anxiousness.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right, like
they're actually developing more tension or more like of a drive to watch the
well,
show.
it's like each episode now, last episode and this episode is like, who are they talking to or who they're talking about? So on this one, we see these guys are watching. I guess they're like, I guess security of the area,
Possible.
and right, and then he tells his partner, tell him it's not this, is that. And so who is he? So, and things of that nature. And the last
But
episode was Rafa and Trace talking to someone in a hologram. Who is that? So now we have two episodes ending of who is the subject? Who is it? Is it part of the rebellion? Is it part now of the new empire on this episode?
what
So,
the guy did say Empire when he was,
Yeah.
right, but who?
Well, no,
But
he
who?
well, yeah,
just said report to the Empire.
yeah,
He didn't
report
say
to the
report
Empire.
to. He was talking because there was two guys on that thing. So
Right.
I'm gonna have to side with her on that part that they didn't acknowledge. But Rafa and Fennec, they're talking to two separate entities, and we don't know who those entities are.
Or three. Okay, three. Well, I'm saying in the empire on this episode, we don't know exactly who. Like
Could be
is
just like
it
a general guy, or like there's a specific guy that they're reporting to.
right? Is it Tarkin or or a person right under Tarkin? So again, we have I'm sorry, three episodes. You're right. So now we have all these little cliffhangers like who is it? Because we think with Fennec, well, I do, is young Boba Fett. Or at this time now he's probably like a teenager, a Boba Fett at this time, that working with Fennec. We have last episode possible being Bail Organa, and this one someone with the Empire, but not sure exactly who. So every episode so far has a like, who is it?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
All right. Well,
what about
yeah,
what about
you're
and
not
what
wrong.
about you? And what about you?
Oh, I no,
Yeah.
I was going over the things I liked.
Oh,
I
sorry.
started
That's right.
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I don't really remember anything that I didn't really like in this episode. I mean, Omega, she was fine. She wasn't as annoying as she was in the last episode. Um,
But did you know that she had a sense of that something could go wrong? She has no idea what this thing could be or what this, going under the table will happen, but she had the sense something will go wrong. And she was right in a way
mhm.
where that record finally complied to the orders, and stuff went a haywire. So, but like, how did she know? Like, no one else told her how dangerous it was. I mean, Rex didn't say. He'd say it was dangerous to keep the chip in, but he didn't say that the process of removing it is also dangerous in that way. How she
I will say
was
this.
scared. She was scared.
this is going to be one of the times I'm going to disagree in regards to how her intuition is, because she was more saying that she was saying maybe we should postpone the treatment because
Mm-hmm.
she's worried that the treatment might hurt him, not that the chip might activate or anything of that nature.
No,
Well,
no, but no.
she was scared in the sense that if something were to go wrong, she would be left alone.
Right,
Exactly. So
right.
to me, that's less intuition of the situation, like she's displayed else times, um,
Mm-hmm.
more than like her being not wanting to be left behind.
No,
In
that's
that
true.
sense.
That's true.
Abandoned.
There
Mhm.
was a combination of her, I guess, selfishness in a sense of what about me? I'll be all alone. But there was also in a sense that she felt something could go wrong, and it almost did. Wrecker could have killed all those guys.
True.
Mhm.
You
So
know,
there was
it's like
a
that,
tension there. Yeah.
right? But also, I'm surprised that like Rex didn't say like or warn the crew that have your guns already on stun. Like they were kind of lackadaisical
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
in
I
that way
mean,
because Rex knows the seriousness of it, but he didn't tell the crew that when he goes under, make sure you're just in case something happens, put your guns on stun. And that happened, so that ensued. I mean, of course, it was done for drama and for the excitement of the episode.
but that sort of brings a little hiccup in the storyline because Wrecker did tell Omega that he knew what he was doing and he couldn't stop himself.
Yeah, but that's after the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but if you know that you've got inclinations that are going to harm, people, wouldn't you sort of let them know, like say, hey guys, something's going on and I might go a little
Yeah,
wacko?
but he didn't know that at the time, though. He just knows he was
So
suffering from headaches.
he
He
would
was,
that when he got triggered, I think that's what he was referring to when he got triggered, that he knew what was going on and he was trying to control it, but he
right.
couldn't. That's
But
what I'm thinking he was referring to.
he did a in that sense, if that's the case, he did a bad job of it. Where like when Rex turned and he had to take out Ahsoka, you saw him really struggle with the command. Like he
Mm-hmm.
was shaking and trying not to shoot and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Here, you didn't see Wrecker really trying to fight it. He was fighting the pain. He was fighting that, but
Was going after
when he
Omega.
got it, well, that doesn't make it, but the crew too, because
Yeah.
the orders were also for any clones who disobey or to be
Consider traitors.
punished or traitors and taken out. So he was faced with multiple orders, and but again, you didn't see him really try to fight that urge. He fought the pain
Mm-hmm.
that was he was getting from the chip, but when it finally kicked in, he just
You don't see
welcomed
the
it.
conflict in him. You don't.
Well, there was no conflict
Well,
in so
it's
like
like that
that.
moment in equilibrium where like the mind switches and the emotions out. Like he's just
Right.
there.
So he's seeing everything like it's a dream or outer body.
Exactly.
And he's like a
But
robot.
the thing is, for him to say that
Essentially.
he tried is like we didn't see that.
Maybe at the last part, right before he got stunned, because his voice kind of fluxed a little bit,
Hmm,
but like physically, he didn't hesitate really.
right.
Well, and also
Um,
too, it was dark. It was a very dark scene in the sense of,
Mhm.
with all the shadows and them hiding and
True.
being surprised, him trying to surprise Omega and trying,
And like you said, Angel, like when I commented like this is the best he's ever fought, this is the most focused he's been. So the chip like
Right.
made him laser focused. So like
Mhm.
even though like he may subconsciously been trying to do it, like it's just overriding what he was doing. But
Yeah, but again, and in a sense, in comparison to Rex when he turned, there was you could see the conflict.
mhm,
He didn't want to do it. He was physically fighting his orders, his command.
yeah, You could also
And
make
we
the
didn't
argument that it's been breaking record down because he's been dealing with this for God know how long now.
possibly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Uh,
obviously they're both different, and even though they're clones, they do have different aspects, and each person
No, true.
this is
handles
true
things
too.
differently. So
This is
That's
true, but
very, very true.
but from, I mean, maybe because Rex is the first generation,
mhm.
and
And that was one thing that Omega pointed out, was that she looked at Rex and was like, or
She was able to recognize that he was the first generation by the wrinkles on his face.
well,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
probably
Mhm.
because of because clones age faster,
Well, that's what she. That's yeah. That's what she
and
was
or
saying.
that he's seen a lot of war, like
True.
a lot of stuff, like it's a
And you
combination
can
of things.
also make the argument that, like, depending on what batch you were, the cell degradation is different. So, like, it also affects because they also commented, like, the purity of the clones is not as it was when they had the first batch.
Well, yeah, and but Rex is more out of the crew, or
She's the
that
senior.
that crew today's episode.
Mm-hmm.
Rex is the purest, besides Omega.
Exactly. Oh, well, we still up for debate whether or not Omega's a pure clone of their kind or of Palpatine. In that sense,
What I'm just saying, she's the purest clone, regardless
true.
of,
That we suspect.
of who she's. Well, yeah, but that's why she's so valuable.
Yeah.
And Rex is the pure because of, he's the first generation of clones of Jango Fett.
Yep.
So
Now I'm gonna address a couple things I saw in the chat.
uh-huh.
Zoe says she does not know Star Wars and only knew the movies, never seen the other ones. Oh, I'm sorry.
What?
Only the new movies is what she knows. She knows the prequels. No, the sequels. She knows the sequels.
Okay, what? Repeat that. Rewind, for we can understand.
Start
said-
all over again.
Rewind.
Okay,
So Zoe says she does not know Star Wars. She only knows the new movies. Never seen the
Okay.
other ones. So
Okay.
like when we were talking about the Sarlacc pit versus like the creature in New Hope, went over her head because that's
right.
touching back to back that point. Philly did mention that he gave everybody at work gave her a list of what to watch. She says that she has a new boo and work, and Cersei takes up time. Is Cersei your cat? By the way, I'm gonna tell your favorite that you have a boo. Gonna let him know. And
Well, anyway, Zoe is okay.
oh yeah, no, it was further down. She did confirm Cersei is her cat.
Right. Listen, Zoe
Skywalker something.
Skywalker something. That's funny. All you need to watch, really, Zoe, is A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Then you can see or rewatch Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and The Rise of Skywalker. You don't have to see the prequels at all. You can see Rogue One. Rogue One is awesome. You can see that. And if you want, you can watch the Clone Wars. The prequels, not necessarily in this. The Clone Wars, all 7 seasons, kind of does its job of explaining how Anakin falls.
Yeah, it does a fairly good job of.
It does a very good job.
Content-wise, it is actually longer than watching all 3 prequels, though.
Yeah,
Stay
that's
away
better.
from Jar Jar.
Yeah, so yeah.
Oh,
exactly. It's easier from
there
Jar.
is much less Jar Jar in the Clone Wars show.
Oh yeah, just save yourself from that too. But in all actuality, like,
She says she was more into Star Trek.
So she's a Trekkie.
that's fine. That's fine. Hey, can't do it with this hand. Yeah.
You can't do the nano.
Or the Colton, the Vulcan
The Colton
sign. The Vulcan sign.
It's pretty much like the Total Recall, but you just put 2 more fingers together.
Right.
But
All right. Okay, so what was okay? So
So
this episode,
they've got a lot of loose ends to tie up.
well, there's a lot of episodes left still. This is episode 7, and there's what? How many episodes you said, Alan? 16?
I believe there's supposed to be 16 episodes, so we're almost halfway there.
Right, we're
Really.
almost halfway there.
Probably on episode
Pew
8 we
pew.
could be like singing like, "Hey, we're halfway there."
Right. Again, I'm liking how it's going. I mean, these side missions, I guess, is needed. Is official now that Sid is part of canon
Yeah.
and part of the Bad Batch. She's like the Bosley of the Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's.
Uh,
That's a good comparison.
that's
the
not
Bo-
a bad comparison. The Bad
she's the
Batch
Bosley.
is like the Star Wars Charlie's Angels,
They
and
have
then
these missions and stuff like that, right?
so who so does that Omega means she is the Bill Murray of the group?
No, that's Bosley. That's it.
Wait. Oh no, I thought Sid was Charlie.
Omega.
No, Charlie is like
Charlie's the one that gives them missions.
right. So there's different employers.
Yeah, Bosley
That
never
will
gave
give
them missions, right?
no, but he organized it. He made things everything was up and up for them. He shared the information and stuff like that. So he was the middleman. So when Charlie gave an order or whatever, Bosley was like, okay, what do you need? This is what's going to happen. Blah blah blah. That's where Sid comes in. So people come in with different jobs requirements, what have you, and Sid is like, okay, this will be good for them, or we'll turn it down, like what Bosley would. Bosley, what we saw were the missions that he accepted for the girls. He didn't see how many times they were turned down. So Charlie, in this case, for all those people who have like I said, they'll give the missions like the last one to get the metal heads like that. So Sid is Bosley, and you have different characters, like you have different Charlie Angels. Those, even though there was 3, you have different ones come in and out, a different blonde, another brunette, a tall brunette, blah blah blah. So what you have here is kind of like that as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, I can go with that. I would say it's a cross between Charlie's Angels and A-Team now. If you put the two together, because
Okay.
Charlie's Angels is just 3, so A-Team makes more sense because like you have the Mr. T, which is Wrecker,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have Hunter, which is was Ace or
Hunter's
the captain,
Right.
the-
Hannibal.
Hannibal,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's
Playboy, whatever the pretty boy.
Yeah.
who was
Face.
he was Face. Oh,
And there's
who's
no one
Face?
on that crew. There's no one in that crew. If you want to say any, there's no one in that crew. That's
Crosshairs
Face.
could have been Face, but he
and
turned.
the crazy guy,
The
that
pilot.
you like, the pilot.
Mhm.
Wait, Omega
but-
could be Face.
But the thing is,
Everybody likes Omega on the show, but we don't.
but with the 18, they traveled and they found their thing. It's very typical. Every week they travel somewhere and they get a new case.
Yep.
Where here is more stationary. They're staying with Sid. They get because they're staying with Sid mainly because they're in hiding as well, and they need money, so they're staying with her to be in hiding and also to do some side jobs to get also extra cash.
Yeah. Okay. Side note. Number 1, Zoe.
She hasn't seen Ghostbusters too. Oh my
no,
god!
no. I'm gonna tell you what she hasn't seen. She's been confessing here.
I know. I see
There's
that.
confessions. She has not seen any of the Indiana Jones. Any of them. She's not seen the Ghostbusters.
Well, for the Indiana Jones, you only need to see the first 3.
Wow,
Do not see the fourth one.
Zoe,
And there's a 5th one coming out.
Yes, I know, but the first 3, they're great to see. Ghostbusters, do not see the girls' version. Not needed. And you don't have to see Ghostbusters 2. Just see Ghostbusters first one.
True.
The original.
I did like Ghostbusters 2, but it's not required. There's a lot of fun lines and stuff in Ghostbusters 2. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
What
There's some
does
funness.
Zoe live in like the prairie or something like that, where
Oh
there were
no,
no
Zoe, come on, be
movie
nice to Zoe.
theaters?
I mean,
Zoe's just taking too much time with her cat.
she just
That's
watched
all.
other things.
I know, but these are
I have
like
no idea how much Star Trek she consumed. It could have been a lot. Um,
Well, here's the thing, Zoe. Do you like the recent Star Trek trilogy? I personally do like them. I think they're done very well, even though it's from J.J. Abrams, except for the last one. The last one's not by J.J. Abrams, but I do like the trilogy of the recent Star Trek.
ooh, excellent
Wonder
question for Zoe.
I wonder if she does too.
Hmm. And while she's pondering that question, since we're talking about Indiana Jones, excluding Crystal Skull, which is your favorite indie movie? I know mine. Of
Yeah,
the
no,
three.
yours is the second one.
Well, way to give spoilers.
Well, you said it before.
I
You,
have.
you mentioned
Yes.
you did. Yeah, I like the first one a lot, even though it's the original one is done well, but at the
Dramatic
same
pause.
token, I know. Well, I'm just thinking because I want to say it correctly. It's done well, but if you rewatch it, Indiana Jones was not needed in getting the Ark. The Nazis got everything without him.
That's kind of true. Yeah.
Everything. He just showed up. He got it, and then
Well, let's
he
not
went
give
to
too
me.
many spoilers because she hasn't seen it.
Oh, snap. Okay, right. I was gonna say the last thing. I was like, what he went out to do first. Initially, it ends up doing exactly what he does not want to do, or exactly what he doesn't want not to happen. Excuse me. That makes any
Mhm.
sense.
Uh,
So
Kim got
that's the only
excited.
that's the bad thing about that. Even though it was a great story, it's entertaining. That's some great moments.
Hmm.
I I actually like the Last Crusade.
Yeah. No, I know a lot of people that think that's their favorite one. Kim,
I like
what
the
what
I
what
like
did you get excited? Sorry, Angel. What she got super excited. I gotta address that.
oh Harrison. Yeah, I got for Harrison.
no, 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 no. So you have to ask Zoe. Has she
Why
watched
don't you ask her if she's listening?
what's that chess thing on Netflix? Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit.
I understand why she's saying that because Zoe responded, tons plus I was into D&D since
Whoa.
she was a kid. She played chess and
She,
she was a competitor. Her parents were very
Yeah.
strict and consuming television was not educational. It is educational. It's just a different form of education.
wow,
Uh,
she speaks 4 languages.
what? Oh,
Wow, Mandarin.
so that means you can watch Star Wars in multiple languages.
So
Hmm.
Zoe, you're my Queen Gambit. Is that what it's called? Gambit?
Oh, she did love the show.
Mm.
Ah, okay.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, I mean, this is true.
You
That's
know,
Isn't that right,
exciting.
Angel?
what happened? What
she
happened?
she said
I
you
was, I
learn
was
something
reading.
new every day, and I said, "Is that true?" Like, because you learned something about me earlier today.
Yeah, well, that's true. Yeah, I found out how and why he's named Nadan.
We didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I found out today. It was cool.
Mhm.
And what's the
I'll tell you off camera. No, he's
It's not
named.
like a drastic story or anything like that.
No, no, he's named after our father's one of our father's best friend in the military.
oh,
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But Zoe, I meant not the series of Star Trek, but I meant the movies, the 3 movies. That's what I was talking about. And I do like Orville as well, the one with Seth MacFarlane.
Which is
That was
surprisingly a really good Star Trek show without being Star Trek.
yes, and it was done very well. And I think they stopped. I think they stopped doing it, which
Wait,
was sad.
is Zoa actual Star Trek Discovery fan? Confessions.
And that's a Star Trek Discovery. That's on CBS Access, right?
uh, the Peacock or is
No,
or
no,
CBS Access?
Yes, I said that. CBS Access. That's Peacock's and NBC. CBS is CBS. And I
Oh,
think
yeah,
they
I
did
think
a
it is.
series, and I have to see yet. Talking about that is Picard. That one I want
I
to see. That
I have
series.
not
I have
seen
not
it,
seen.
and I was given the spoilers to it,
Mhm.
and I'm not gonna watch it.
What I heard is it's more dealing with Picard dealing with PTSD in that sense. That's what I
I'm
heard.
not gonna give you spoilers.
Well, it's
You can
okay. I
watch
mean,
it, and then you
I am
can
gonna
come
watch it.
back.
I'm gonna
Um,
watch it. But let's come back to, I guess, the Clone War. I mean, the Bad Batch, because we're going off now into another.
this is what we do.
I know, another world.
Hmm.
All right. So to recap, this episode was to the point. It was on a mission,
Hmm.
and then through that mission, we found out. Well, it was a mission, but then it got sidetracked because they met Rex,
Yep.
and Rex found out that one of them, Wrecker, was suffering from headaches, and where he was placing his hand just gave him all the signs of what it could be. And he told the crew what the possibility that it was. And since he found out that they didn't take out the inhibitor chip, that they have to get it out
True.
because there's a liability. And then they go to this junkyard planet, Braca, to get that chip out. And from there, we see that the chip finally kicks in on Wrecker, and he wrecks house literally.
Hmm.
And then they found a way to stun him and find a way to get the chip out. And then the rest of the crew does the same thing. So it's a great episode in a way that we got that out of the way. Now we don't have to worry about these four ever turning ever again. And like you said, probably in a forthcoming episodes, they're going to find and try to get Crosshairs and turn him
Potentially.
back to, yeah. Maybe or maybe they won't. They'll probably try and they'll fail, what have you. But
Hmm.
hopefully but I think they are going to try.
Oh yeah. And then eventually we'll find out what's going on with Omega. Hmm.
Right.
Uh
Right.
oh, and so I do remember you mentioning you're a Star Trek fan. It's just that I couldn't remember which part of Star Trek. There's a lot out there. Just to be fair. Every time I hear that, I hear just to be fair. Uh, though those who are Letterkenny fans will recognize that. Um,
Hmm.
Either way, so I would say a couple things. One, you did promise an announcement.
Yes.
Would you care to do the
Okay.
honors?
All right. So we've been mentioning, Alan and I have been mentioning that we're working on a project, and next Friday is going to go live. Well, not live, but it will be up and running.
It'll
We'll start,
premiere.
we'll premiere because I'm still freaking editing and we're still doing new content. So, and that's all me. And I'm just learning as we're going along. As he can tell with I freaking had the wrong headsets on earlier today. Anyway, next Friday, anytime you can check it out if you want. Alvan and I will be coming out with our own podcast and YouTube channel, and it's called Tales of Two Bros. Pretty catchy, eh? Tales of Two Bros, where we talk about reviews on current films that we like or think that we will like. And also soon we'll be talking about past movies that we grew up on together, video games that we played, and probably like little personal history on us as we talk about these topics. You can catch us on the podcast. You can catch us on YouTube. Again, next Friday, that will be out officially. Again, Tales of Two Bros. And I
Yep.
hope you enjoy it. It's gonna, it's a process still in the making. I'm liking what I'm doing on this end, in the sense of behind the scenes of adding music, editing, and that nature. She got a glimpse of it. She was laughing a couple of times at me.
Yes.
No, I'm kidding. But so look forward to it. Look forward to that next Friday. Do or Die. That's coming out, and then we'll try to put new episodes either once or twice a week with different
Mhm.
topics. Like we'll do our movie reviews, like I said, and again, it could be either action, martial art related, maybe anime films, um, definitely Marvel, DC, stuff that's more current, and then we'll do episodes on revisiting, I call it a revisit of old movies that we've seen.
Yep.
Maybe like Kung Fu, like Shaw Brother films, or The Matrix, or the John Wick films. But
Basically, the
they're
things that we that influenced us growing up that we um, bonded over in discussions
through
and
the
like
years.
through the years, and that we that's what bridged our commonality between us over the years. So
Right.
we're gonna talk about all those kind of things.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And more things will come as well. Oh, this pillow. More things will come out as well, but that's what we're going to start with. And I hope you guys do take a listen and share some thoughts on how we can improve. Now, some things, like I said, I am taking the helm on this, and I have a lot to learn, and I'm still learning. And Ivan's been helping me as best as he could, and he has a full plate. I know that as well. Yep.
But it is fun.
And
I have fun with our conversations that we do with it.
what's crazy about that is that we've talked about this several times before, and we realize we can talk about the same subject forever, and which is like good and bad, because it's like we have things to do, we got things to go, but we can talk about, like today we did a review on a movie and we were limited, but we kept on going, could have
Mm-hmm.
kept on going, and it was fun. It was about fun. So I'm looking forward to it. And then sooner or later, if that's going, Kim's going to have a show too with me. And should we get the name for it? What we're thinking?
Go ahead.
So yeah, we're thinking about, but that's down the line. Once we get
You're
our stuff
workshopping the
going.
name.
Well, I think it'll be the chick and the prick. It works.
Put a
I think
one
it works.
if you like it. Put a one. If you don't like it, put a two. That's a fast feedback you're gonna get.
The
She
chick and
likes
the
it.
prick. Yeah, I think it's a great title.
Mhm.
So far,
It's
you're,
very fitting.
Zoe likes it. Okay.
the idea of the podcast and the discussions that were just us two talking, like Zoe, Storm, Phil, they all give positive feedback,
Oh, good.
and let's see, and you're getting a ones for
The name.
the title for Chick and Brick,
Yes.
a chick and a brick.
Oh, thanks, Will. Appreciate it. Hey, Mike. Thank you. So
Mhm.
yeah, that will take some time for us because we have a lot to talk about too. And it'll be almost similar in the sense of movie reviews and take, I guess, a male and female's perspective on the movie.
Mhm.
Even though Kim is a trooper and she pretty much likes the same thing that we all like. But though she also likes Lifetime films too.
This is true.
She does. She likes Lifetime.
Yeah.
But
Even
well,
though
she
even though it's not the Lifetime channel they come from. They
No,
come
it's come
from
from Netflix.
Netflix, Hulu, Prime.
are they still
But it's the
not
same.
Lifetime movies?
No, but it has the
No,
same. It's like the same
it's the same
budget,
premise.
Uh,
and like
so same premise is it's always a bad guy,
It's like
and
it's
is
like
a female that's in a bad
female.
relationship. Got it. Mm.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
Santa Claus. They find love with on Christmas, and
Yes, feel good movies.
Lifetime
or
is not all feel good movies. I've watched a couple Lifetime movies. I'm like,
no,
I'm the bad guy.
no, but you know what I'm saying? It's like it's the
Well,
same thing. And then she likes the shows too. But anyway,
70% of the time.
But
And Zoe and Stormy are like, "Yes, Kim, you are speaking my language, Kim."
well, yeah,
There, see, we got to represent,
women unite.
Yes, yes. There are movies out there for us,
Angel, you're gonna be watching Lifetime
that we can
movies.
talk about.
I do not. I go like this.
They don't always have to,
No,
be
it doesn't have to be action. I appreciate.
beating and
Right, you can watch when I'm at work.
huh?
Right. Yeah, you
And
watch
which
it
I
when
do.
yeah.
I do.
There you go.
And then he comes home, he's like, "Oh my god, this is another Lifetime movie." Click.
Because or as a high school love drama. I'm like, you're not in high school,
Yeah, so
but okay. But I know. Hey,
I
as
mean,
long
the
as
hey,
she,
same could be
those kids
said
are
about
better
you watching kids'
actors.
cartoons.
yeah, but she watches. Yeah,
there
but
you
she
go.
watches it with me.
The cartoons? Not all
Yeah.
of them.
Well, no, because you're at work.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
our work schedule is different. So when I'm watching it, yeah. But then she gets mad at me if we watch a show that we started together. You don't like it when she was upset when, or not upset, maybe upset or bothered that she couldn't watch the premiere of Loki with us on that Wednesday morning.
Which,
But
yes.
go ahead.
So, life gets in the way. So we started early on this past Wednesday for episode 1 of Loki. If you haven't watched it, or like, you should watch that show and maybe time in with our watch party so you can be in sync with our responses. We did it at 10 a.m. Eastern time. And we're not going to be going again at 10 a.m. Eastern because my work schedule has pushed me forward. So now we're going to go even earlier, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So my work schedule demands I need to be at work at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. What time? So we're going to be watching what, 8?
Yes.
8 o'clock. 8 a.m. in the morning.
Yes.
We're going for early. It's going to be for only 2 weeks. Then I go back to my regular schedule. So we may stick with it or we may not.
I think you should. That's because Kim can join in.
Oh, Kim, you don't work that early?
No, 9:30 is my time too.
Okay.
So she can watch it. And also it's only 6 episodes.
True.
And we already got one down.
Well, Kim, I'm okay if you want to watch it too with us. We can do that.
It's okay.
No, but
it doesn't matter to me whichever way.
For the next 2 weeks for sure, it's going to be that way. So
all I have to say is that it's a lot better than what I thought it was going to be. I'm truly impressed, and I'm excited for it. So
yeah, I saw really it again.
Taken off.
I will watch. So Loki, again, we've discussed this where I think he's overused villain in the MCU, and I didn't like him in the beginning in the sense of the movies. He grew on me because he is very charismatic, and the way he moves and he fights, he has a way about him. It's very artistic. But this was done so well that I saw it again with her that night, and I want to see it again. And I can't really say that with the other series, except for Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yes, can't say that with WandaVision. Definitely not that. With the Mandalorian, I used to watch the same episode several times because it was just so well done, and a lot of information happens in one episode. And
it seemed like the episode felt like it was a real movie instead of a series.
That's true too. It was almost an hour long, so you can get that as well. But again, there's so much information,
and the way it flows, though, it flows very well. Compared to like WandaVision, felt like you're just kind of like just not. It wasn't
drawn.
Yeah, it was either drawn out, and you're kind of like, oh, or it was just kind of clicking here and there. But this one's like really smooth. The story is very flows very smoothly, and you're just drawn to it, and it's just I was truly impressed.
And the production value
is done.
You can see the production value in it as well.
Oh,
it
yeah.
has to be. It has to be high because all the CGI and all that stuff into it in a
Mhm.
story like that,
Yeah.
which was very, they've taken the bars like each series, which is weird because WandaVision was supposed to be the last of the MCU's series, but it was the first because of how it was shot and where
Yeah.
it was shot. And I think Falcon was supposed to be the first to go off, to start it off, and so like that. So you see the value, the production value, excuse me, with each series. So like after this, we
I
have,
think it was Loki that was supposed to start and then go
was
into
it Loki?
Falcon. Yeah, I think
Mm,
so. But either way, it, we agreed like the ratings came in for Loki. It outdid all Wanda and Falcon
mhm.
as
Well,
far as
Yeah.
ratings go.
it's
That
gone.
doesn't surprise me.
It
Yeah.
doesn't. Yeah. But I thought you said, wait a minute. I thought you said it got bad reviews.
No, it did too. So
In the
there are people
beginning,
online that are like not liking the first
changing.
episode.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but just because
Well,
like people
those
don't
people
like
are
the
the ones that probably liked WandaVision.
maybe uh just because people don't like the episode and they're making announcements about that doesn't change the fact of how many people tuned in to watch it.
Oh, right. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Mhm.
Oh, so the first episode was the most watched
Mm-hmm.
episode. You mean most watched premiere episode?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
Okay.
the rest of the shows came out now over a 3 day time frame. I haven't seen the rating over the last 3 days, so that
Mm-hmm.
could change. But
Mm-hmm.
it was a high enough number that it'd be hard to make a difference. So
Now, I wonder why people reviewed it so low. I wonder it's because they couldn't understand the information given to them. Was it too much for them to handle, or that they wanted more? I don't know how much more you wanted. They have all these flashbacks. You get to see Tony Stark again. You get to see Chris Evans, Captain America. You see the whole crew pretty much back again in all those cameos.
Mhm.
I don't know. I mean, I thought that was great. I think the way they did it, the way they did that episode
It was very
was
smart.
smart.
yeah.
It was smart. It was, yeah.
But, again, we have to wait to episode 2, see if anything more comes out, if they're going to keep it being that smart or if things will change. But let's bring this back home.
Okay, sorry. We
No, that's
tend to do
okay.
this.
We get this is what happens. We flow with the
Sidetracked.
chat. We flow. And people are still talking about Lifetime in the chat.
I know. Sorry. See what we did?
It's
We
a,
created we threw a pebble in a
I
pond.
mean, this is a discussion I've had many a times in my life about like
Yes.
I understand that ladies have an appeal to Lifetime, but like every time I tune into Lifetime, I see the guy that's depicted in the show or movie as being the bad guy, and I'm like, I feel like
Oh,
I'm fighting a losing battle every time I'm watching
Well,
Lifetime,
that's
and
why
usually Dean Cain's
women
the bad
are
guy.
from Venus and men are from Mars.
well,
So that makes men the bad guy.
well, the thing on
It-
Lifetime, like I remember when Lifetime first came out, it was a channel for women. And
It's
it was
not
like soap
now.
operas, right?
well, no,
It
what I
had
mean is
soap
like
opera based
what I mean is
shows.
it dealt with a lot of women and of their
Plight.
personal struggles, like dealing with cancer, dealing with bad relationships, dealing with being a single mom, things of that nature. Then it
True.
got mushy. That's how I know it, that it came to be. I don't know how it is now. I just know it got mushy with like the love stories, like the Christmas in Cleveland or the Christmas in South Pole,
I do remember a lot of
or
Christmas movies growing up
or
as a kid watching Lifetime, and it was like,
my Christmas Valentine's,
yeah,
or my Christmas is Halloween, or my Christmas New Year. It's like all this like bunch of, or my Christmas in Hawaii. It was just like, uh, now how it is now, I don't know. That's how I know when.
No, he bases the movies on the whole like premise of the Lifetime channel, even
Right.
though it's
Mm.
not a Lifetime
Right. Yeah,
movie
exactly. Because we don't
or
have Lifetime. We don't subscribe to Lifetime, but we have Netflix, and
wait,
Netflix has that same pattern or certain
doesn't
times.
IMDb streaming app have like the Lifetime network connected to their app?
I don't know.
I have to double
Well, I
check.
mean,
I'll
like,
double check for you, Kim.
okay,
Get you
thank
that
you,
hookup.
on. Thank
Why,
you.
why are you doing that? Why?
No, because
Why?
because most of the streaming programs have like they have them categorized a lot in the
Yeah.
shows a lot of times, and they'll be like the romance or the horror, or like sometimes like when Angel watches a movie and it's like, because you watched this
Right.
movie, we suggest all of these.
Mhm.
So it's like, because I watch a certain romantic, sweep the girl off her feet type movie, it suggests all these other movies.
Yay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So,
Yay for me.
so we get a little bit of this and we get a little bit of that
A little bit
in
of
our
this
lives.
and a little bit of that.
A little bit. Yeah.
Oh, Storm says they have different type of Lifetime movies, so it might be like categorized. in
Right, of
there.
course, of course. But
I
you know what I'm saying?
I thought they had like a
that,
pure on like straight Lifetime movie thing.
no, but when I tease Kim, it's not about exactly Lifetime or a movie or a show that was on Lifetime. I'm just talking about in the sense of how these movies are similar.
Well, what's
that
that
you
one?
would
What's
see
that one
on
show with
Lifetime.
Christina Applegate? It's a centered around like a female type.
Yeah, but that's so much better.
It's
so much better.
Yeah, it's better. Dead Like Me.
Dead Like Me. Yeah,
Dead Like Me.
That got canceled.
Yeah,
Which I
probably
don't
because
understand.
all the men are like, oh, it's Lifetime.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that was Lifetime. See, I don't understand how like Jupiter's
No,
Legacy.
Dead Like Me. I think that was on
Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Netflix? No,
With
it was on
Christina Applegate?
Showtime. No. Oh
No.
wait, no. I'm thinking of a
You got
different show about Reapers.
Yeah.
no.
Okay.
And Dead Like Me, it was based on killing, the men.
Well, it was not really. It was more like it happened that way, but it was more like grief
Yeah.
of a lost one, and then other things happen to come to fruition.
Yeah, but most of the
fruition,
men are the ones that get killed.
and the people do die. But the way it ended was on a cliffhanger on the end of the second season, and then they freaking canceled it. And it was like such a good show. Like for me, I also thought Jupiter's Legacy was a good show, and they canceled it too.
Well, now they said it's canceled, but they're talking about doing a spin-off where it's in the same universe, but they're going to focus on the villains instead.
Stupid.
So,
I mean,
apparently that was a thing in the comics. So they had like graphic novels based on the villains. So they're just not going to
right.
complete the full storyline of Jupiter.
Oh, maybe
Legacy.
they'll put a pause and they do the villains, and then maybe they'll do another show where the heroes and villains
Possibly, but they did
clash.
say that it was canceled. So they may decide to come back again.
It
But
may be a different
Yeah,
name.
maybe like an Ozark.
Well, Ozark is back.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they were initially they were
But
canceled.
I mean, after one season, like a lot of shows, a lot of potential good shows do get canceled after the first season, where you have other shows that are horrible and they'll just keep making the same one and it's like, I don't get it. I don't get how like bad shows stay on while good shows get canceled.
Remember, do you remember the show Mad About You?
yeah,
Mhm.
Mad About You. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well they did like
They did a kind of like a Will and Grace kind of thing. Well, they did another,
they came back.
revised it. They revised it. It's I'm Mad About You, and that's on Amazon, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen it. It's the same cast.
Well,
Yeah,
same cast.
Oh.
Same cat. I can't. Helen Hunt is her name.
Yeah, Helen Hunt.
Ugh.
And then
Paul, not Paul Reiser.
Yeah, Paul Reiser.
yeah, the guy
No,
from Aliens.
yeah.
Paul Reiser.
Okay.
We just saw him in.
Yeah, that's Paul Reiser. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He was also
Yep.
wasn't he also in Stranger Things? He played a doctor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, he was in Stranger Things as well. But anyway, we saw it. It's not that recent. It's 2019 or 2016.
But
They tried
I loved it, when it first came out. I watched every episode and everything, and then when we saw it, on Prime, the new,
The more recent one.
more recent one,
It lost its flavor.
it wasn't funny. We were just sitting there like, oh, this is not good.
Yeah, some things are not meant to come back.
Yeah.
Like
so-
Will and Grace didn't need to come back.
Like Roseanne
Mad-
didn't need to come back.
Who?
Roseanne, remember that one they tried to
Oh,
bring
yeah.
that back?
Well, they
Yeah.
did, but they now it's called it's their last name.
Yeah,
Bar.
Bar.
No.
No, not Bar.
It was,
It's not Bar.
in the show. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I just can't remember it because I didn't watch it.
Right. Neither. Yeah.
Oh,
you
and
know.
Zoe says she couldn't get into Stranger Things after season 1. She said it was okay.
So you're still my Queen Gambit.
But she did confirm that the last name of the show that we're thinking of is called
The Connors. There you go.
The Connors,
Yeah.
But every time I
yeah.
hear the Connor, I think of John Connor
Sarah.
Sarah
Connor?
Connor.
or the Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Yeah, that was. Ugh,
I actually like that show.
that was ugh.
I did.
Anyway,
I
all
wanted
right.
it more. But anyways, so one more thing. I am gonna say birthday song. Yes. Kim,
Whose birthday is it?
it's post birthday song. On a count of 5,
Yes.
Kim, would you like to?
I mean, I can't sing it in Spanish like your mom.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
that's
no, no,
okay.
that's okay. We'll just go in English.
Cumpleaños
Yeah.
feliz.
No, we don't sing that.
No, we don't think that.
We,
No.
no, well,
Your arm keeps disappearing.
Oh, where'd it go?
my invisible cloak just keeps manifesting.
Put
Okay.
up the green screen. Just do yourself a favor.
I have it in the dining room right now for tomorrow for the D&D thing we're gonna be doing tomorrow. But anyways, let's get
Getting
back on
closer.
point.
It used to be in the garage.
It's inching its way to my room. It's inching. Okay, so on the count of 5, we're gonna do this. And those in the chat, if you want to chime in, by all means, go ahead, chime in at home.
They're gonna type at the same time.
There
Yes,
you go.
they're very
We'll sing
they're
very
very savvy.
slowly.
They can type very well. Ready? And we're gonna do happy birthday, regular happy birthday.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Oh wait, this is copyrighted. So happy birthday.
Oh, great.
That's true.
The rights,
See?
yeah. I forgot like that. The happy birthday song, it has a copyright infringement thing. Like you can't sing the full song.
No, but
Oh,
I think
really?
who owns it? I think Michael Jackson's estate owns it. Someone famous bought it.
I have no idea.
Google it.
Wow.
Can you
But
Google it?
I
and
don't
find
want to
out?
be. I don't want to be flagged by him.
No,
Oh,
I mean,
for that.
he's
Well,
dead,
then,
but
then we can sing. Then you can sing "Cumpleaños feliz." That's not copyrighted, is it?
I don't know.
that's okay.
It was like, but, I watched videos where people are like, we can't sing that.
Thank you, Philly cheese. Yes.
Yes. No. The
Yeah.
song is like Feliz en tu dia.
Yeah, that's
Amiguito Nielsen. Like I can't do it by myself.
Dia.
Get in and
But,
en tu dia. Yeah.
But find out who owns the rights for Happy Birthday, because I'm thinking someone. I don't know why Michael Jackson pops in my head, but
Maybe
someone
Prince.
who had a crazy amount of money, a celebrity, bought it.
Maybe Prince.
No, not Prince.
Why would
Prince,
Prince
no.
buy
it?
Prince no, they don't. No, it's not. No. Oh my God. Thanks, Mike. Thank you, Stormy. Are you Googling it? Who has the copyright?
I can try Googling it right now.
Yeah, just Google real quick before we go, because now everyone's concerned. Like, yes, Happy Birthday is copywritten.
Copywritten. But who has the?
Oh,
Who
okay.
owns
So Happy Birthday is owned by the subsidiary of the media conglomerate known as AOL Time Warner.
Time Warner. Okay, it's
So-
not Michael Jackson. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So,
So, yeah, so
AOL,
be careful.
AOL Time Warner has it.
So that's Jane Fonda's husband.
They own Time
No,
Warner.
Ted Turner.
They
Ted
own
Turner.
AOL.
That's- No, Ted Turner has the Turner, the TBS and
Okay.
TNT. I don't think maybe he does. I don't know. I don't think he owns.
I thought he did.
But basically,
Time
like
Warner.
Time Warner, Warner Music, in regards to it, just to sum that up. Wow, that sucks. You would think that'd be a song that like is free, but it's
Yeah.
like the simplest song.
Right, but
Makes
you can do the Stevie Wonder version.
What's
I don't know the Stevie Wonder version.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. That's Stevie Wonder's
hey, you sing
rendition.
pretty
There you
good.
go. Yeah, can you put
I
your
got some.
name in
I
there
got some
and
talents.
say that we sang
Nice.
that?
Yeah. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
angel. Happy. Happy birthday. Anyway, all right. We're you know what? This was a short review and watch party, and
Hey,
we're pushing it.
hey,
We're
you know
pushing it.
what? You know what? I didn't fall asleep either.
No, she
that
no,
that is very true. Kudos.
but she did fall asleep on the second viewing of the Bad
Well,
Batch
yeah,
episode.
I had to take a
6.
nap. I had to take a nap.
So power
She did
naps
that.
are a powerful thing,
Yeah,
man.
that was my power
So I
nap.
looked at her. She was like,
Okay, so just to recap for people on as far as our schedule for this weekend, tomorrow afternoon noon I will have another watch party. It's going to be an anime screening. We're going to be watching a Devilman, the Demon Bird as the second Devilman OVA, and I am possibly going to do the cooking stream afterwards, but it's going to be cutting it close because I got my D&D that I got to film right after that. But on
what you should
Sunday,
you should. I'm sorry, Alan. It'd be kind of cool if you can do a watch party and cooking show at the same time, and able
Wow.
to do the recipe within the time frame of the movie.
I would love to
That's
do that, but it's going to be so difficult in the kitchen because I remember that OVA, and it's like I forgot those OVAs are about 50 minutes long, and I have a guest, so I got to manage the guest and do the watch party and do that.
Oh, is that the one from overseas?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you can have her cook too, and they all cook together, and then
That
watch the
it's kind
show.
of last, and no, she wouldn't be able to cook and do that at the same time.
I know. I know. I thought that'd be
For
something kind of
future
cool
videos,
too.
maybe.
Mhm.
But also on Sunday at 8 o'clock, we're gonna watch the final 3 episodes of Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
Absolutely, we're excited for that. We're gonna have a conclusion for Jean-Claude Van Johnson, and then by the end of the 6th episode, we will figure out what we're gonna watch next.
Zoe's gonna pass for tomorrow. She says she's like, I guess she doesn't like
Mm-hmm.
anime or Devilman or your cooking.
No, I understand. I understand, Zoe. Maybe if I do my cooking thing, you might be able to chime in. I do know you have a lot of stuff to catch up on. You have to watch your Indiana Jones now. You just confessed that you need to watch that. So I will
And all the
forgive you if you come back and say
Star
that you
Wars.
saw and the Star Wars. So if you come
Mhm.
back and
And
say you've caught up on some of those, you have
and
my
the
forgiveness.
and the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
No, I won't do that to her.
Oh, okay, fine.
The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, I don't count those. That's like
But hey,
that's like watching Young Hercules.
yeah, but it's still canon because guess who makes an appearance in there? Harrison.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not like
But
legends
it's
of.
still not as good.
Of course, it was like on ABC,
Yeah.
but still,
Yeah.
you don't. I only ever saw the 4th Indiana Jones. What?
Oh,
He saw the
Nicholas.
wrong one. He saw the wrong one.
No, the 4th
Oh.
is not good, Zoe.
No,
Dude,
the 4th one is not good.
That's the bad one.
That's with Shia LaBeouf.
Oh,
Yes.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
That guy.
Shut
yeah.
no.
Oh, and it was Sean Connery too.
No,
That's the
no,
third one.
that's the 3rd one.
Oh.
The Last Crusade. The Last Crusade is good.
Yeah. So all three, the first 3 are good. The first one arguably is the slowest. The second
Yes,
one is a
but
standalone, technically. You don't
yeah,
need to
that
watch the first one on. It's a standalone, really.
yeah, you don't need to like 'cause that movie could be done before
Hmm.
the first movie in a sense, like it could be a prequel
Or after.
to it or right after. So it's like, yeah, it's a standalone. And The Last Crusade was supposed to be the final film.
Yeah, and The Last
It's supposed
Crusade
to be a trilogy.
does kind of tie in more as a sequel to it. And if I remember correctly, I don't think there was any Nazis in the second one.
No,
If
because
there
they're
was,
go
there
the
may have been one, but I don't believe there is any Nazis.
no,
So,
maybe in the beginning, the opening scene, maybe.
yeah, but they're not the ongoing enemy.
No,
Uh,
no, they're
and
not that.
which
Yes,
is the
exactly.
trend in so far
One and three
one,
and 4.
3, and 4, and
Yeah.
from what I hear, gonna be 5. Yes, I know. Yeah, yeah, I know.
Is it done in a 10-year span
I have no
or
idea.
5-year span? Jesus Christ.
It's like we made the we discussed about that. We're like, isn't he older than the Nazi party now? Yeah, it's like
Well, I'm
his
just
age.
well. Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know. It's whatever.
Hmm.
I mean, of course I'll watch it, but I probably won't watch it in the theaters.
Well, anyways, I'm gonna
But
digress.
they're filming now, so
Oh,
Uh,
drink
yep.
up.
I don't know if they can drink.
oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm not
Oh,
sorry, but
well, you
anyways,
said it.
I did say it.
Oh, Zoe's gonna go buck wild. Woohoo!
We got on to a small tangent there. So the
Mhm.
point is, y'all know my schedules, and that's what we're gonna be doing this weekend. We'll have more announcements of what we're gonna do for the following week. I'll come Friday night. If you can't watch my noon and cooking that I'm gonna do in the afternoons, you will be please be there on John Claude Van Johnson. It's a excellent show so far. I
I
don't know.
may.
Well,
I don't know how you all are gonna sit with it by the end. That's why I said so far, but so far it's been positive.
what will you be cooking, Alon?
More ribs, more ribs and
Ooh,
chicken. But this time I
more.
got some Weber's dry rub, which I have in the refrigerator already. Sitting in there, getting that nice and goodness rubbed into it. And I got some
Mm,
teriyaki marinade, which I'm gonna baste that
Mm.
on top of it. And
wow.
then I got a guava. It's like a barbecue guava habanero
Chutney?
barbecue
Mm,
sauce, and
mm.
Oh,
that I'm marinating
interesting.
too. So I got like boneless ribs and ribs on the rack. So I'm gonna start cooking those slow and low, and
Okay.
then I'm
Mm.
gonna like try cutting up some sides, like maybe boil some potatoes or something like that.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds real good, bro.
But
Yummy.
funny thing is, I don't think I'm gonna like film that part. I'm gonna film me making breakfast or brunch because the rest of the stuff is already prepped. I just gotta pop it in the oven, and let it slow and low.
Oh, right, gotcha.
Hmm.
Mm.
I'm thinking of
Okay.
making maybe waffles and eggs,
Oh,
throw some bacons,
don't
get some
forget the
good stuff.
mimosas.
So,
I don't.
in
I
other
have
words,
no
you're not
champagne
doing a fast.
right
You're not.
now.
You're not practicing intermittent fasting.
No, by the time I eat, well, no. At the moment, no. No, at the moment, no. I gotta get back onto it.
Yes, bro. You get results like this. Come on, bro.
Mm, yeah.
Every time, ever since I've done the fasting,
Gotta be careful. You might rip your shirt.
I almost did. Ever since I've done the 3-day fast and practice intermittent fasting in between,
It's a good thing you got new shirts for your birthday.
yeah,
Oh,
I've been getting buffer and buffer, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Buffer and buffer. Let's start calling him Biff, Biffer, and Biffer.
by the way, Will,
All right.
there's nothing
Anyway,
wrong with Young Herc. It's just that I didn't get my Xena. I'm just saying. Uh,
but you know who was in Young Hercules? You know who it was?
it's escaping me. Bruce
Ryan
Campbell.
Gosling. Ryan Gosling.
Oh my
Ooh.
God, you're right. That
Ryan
was a
Gosling.
young Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
Oh
he was
my
Herc.
God, poor Gosling.
He was young Herc.
He was the young Herc.
Wow.
I totally forgot about that. I used to
Oh, we
watch that
gotta
as a
watch
kid.
that.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta watch that.
Why?
He was a teenager then,
He
Ken.
was a kid. You a pedophile? What the heck?
No,
What?
no.
I'm just saying she wants to watch it because of Ryan Gosling, but he was underage at the time. He was in the Mickey Mouse Club.
Wait. And you know what? I'll tell you right now if he was really underage, because sometimes they take kids that are like in their 20s and have them play as a teenager.
There you
Well, of
go.
course.
What year did young Hercules? Like, Google's not even remembering that one. Oh, it helps if I put year. Okay.
Or you're gonna ask like how old was Ryan Gosling during the filming of Young Hercules?
So Fox Kids Network aired Young Hercules in September 1998. Now, all we need to know is Ryan Gosling's birthday.
Or you could have just said how old was Ryan Gosling when he was filming Young Herc?
There's a method to my madness.
I see that.
Yo. Uh so it aired in September 1998. His birthday is November 1980. And it went all the way to 1999. So Kim, that's what
Yeah.
roughly around the age.
What, he was 18?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, but when it aired, doesn't mean it's when he filmed
Yeah,
because
but
of editing and production and post production, all this stuff.
yeah, but
So
by that time when it aired, like people would have been approaching him when he was 18. They would be like Ryan Gosling, and then approach him and be like, he's like, yeah, I'm legal. And they were like, perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah, because if he was underage, then they would have to have all different types of insurance and
Yeah.
different legal matters and all that. And it's just,
All Zoe heard is was legal.
See? There you go, Zoe.
Zoe, he looked the same, just younger.
Yeah, no, he had
He
his
just
so
his
if you
look.
remember
That's good.
because he had a pretty baby face in the Notebook, right? And then yeah, well, actually
He's also Canadian, right? He's also another Canadian.
I mean, I
Yeah,
don't keep track of all the Canadian
No,
actors
I'm just saying, like
I think
Ryan
so.
Reynolds is Canadian. I think Ryan Gosling
Yeah.
is Canadian.
I think so too.
You know what I'm gonna do? This I can screen share, so I can pull up and screen share Ryan Gosling, Young Hercules, and then this will be because
You
we
can
were
do a
talking
screen
about screen
share.
sharing, well, so that people can see it.
All right.
And Young Hercules. There we go. And then, ooh, wow. Okay, so I gotta find like. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna just get this over here. Do that, and
Mm-hmm.
then I think this is gonna be the best picture of Mr. Gosling as we speak. And then we're gonna take this, and then I'm just gonna do that. Share.
Yeah, I see. I live with it.
And oh wow, it just cut off the entire picture.
No, I see it.
I see
What?
it.
You
No,
see
no,
it?
it cut it off for everybody in the chat.
Oh,
Why
That's
you
that's
couldn't
that's.
you couldn't
because look in the YouTube.
No,
you
it's
couldn't
just a screen capture. 1 second, I'll fix this for everybody.
Oh, wow, what
hmm
the hell, bro? You just went blue. We just went blue. Oh no. NerdTots went blue.
Is what we do. Let's see here.
Hey, oh, you know what he looks like? He looks like that young
That's the wrong
actor.
one.
He looks like that young actor, Timothy Omflat, whatever his name is, the guy from in Dune. Looks like a blonde version.
Let's just
Oflant, whatever. Do you know what I'm talking about? No? Okay, fine.
no. Well, I'm just
No,
trying to get.
you
There we
saw
go.
him
I'll
doing the
get
movie.
that fixed up. Cancel that,
No,
and
but
then
you saw a movie with him recently. He was like a kid, like he was a druggie, he overdosed.
say what?
He was living in the streets. His family tried to save him, but he overdosed.
Oh yeah.
I forgot that movie. Remember the name of that movie?
Yeah, I had
I know what I need to do.
the guy from the Office.
Yes, Steve Carell.
Yeah.
Steve Carell's the father, right?
So I know what I need to do. So I'm gonna do a media capture. Or no. Window capture? Yes.
All right, I'm starting to fall asleep now.
All right. You know what?
Mm.
I can see your
want-
bed. I can see your bed because you don't have a green screen.
And we're gonna put it right here. All right, and then we're gonna switch that. And then I'm gonna just throw this into the little loopy area here. Boom. Because I'm not caring about that right now. Boom. There's Ryan Gosling
Where?
You gotta go
on the YouTube.
YouTube.
Put a baby picture of him right there in the corner.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's a young. But he looks like the guy Timothy. Timothy, I can't remember his last name. Timothy Olyphant. I want to say he's the lead role in Dune.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, that's what he looks like. Ryan Gosling here, like a blonde version of him.
Mm-hmm. He still has that like that puckered lip look. Where
He
he's
still
like,
does, yeah.
and then
He was awesome in
so he's asking,
yeah,
is
he's
he wearing makeup? I mean,
Of course he
I'm
is.
pretty sure he was wearing makeup back in that time.
Yeah,
Like, look at him right there.
but he was awesome in the Good Guys with Russell Crowe.
The Good Guys? Oh,
The Good Guys.
yeah.
It's the Good Guys. Yeah.
Oh
With
my
Russell
god, I
Crowe.
remember this when they had the pet dragon. He looks familiar. Oh, Dean O'Gorman. What does he look like now? Yeah, he's been in other stuff. Wow,
That's
okay.
Okay.
awesome.
See, look at those guns.
What guns? That's his face.
No,
She's making fun of me. That's all.
no, in the back.
These guns.
Oh.
It's all good.
Anyways. But, you know, I made it work. I made it happen.
She can't get her hands off me. She can't help it.
All right. Zoe says he has the lips. But anyways, so that was fun. We went on a little tirade again.
Yes, as we do.
But this time we're really gonna close it up this time. Again, thank you so very much for the film combatant crew over here. We got Angel and Kim for joining us, for watching the
You're
Bad Batch.
welcome.
It was great. My arm keeps disappearing.
It's because you have no damn green screen.
It's coming. It's coming soon to a theater near us.
It's down the hall.
This is true. And on that note, you know, do you have you still don't have a closing for yourself here, but you have a closing for our project. So watch watch the project that we're gonna do when he has it premiered, and we will you'll see his catchphrase for the ending. On that note, myself, I am so appreciative that you all could join us. Thank you for giving my brother some birthday wishes and just being
Yes.
excellent people as you always are.
We love the love.
We do love the love. And as I say, continue watching anime, expand your minds, and just be excellent. Thank you.
Good night.
Until next time.
Bye.